Okay, what a midlife crisis looks like. My midlife crisis. This video, I wanted to talk about the law of attraction. Somebody did ask me if I could do a video on some of the things that I have manifested utilizing the law of attraction. Well, there was a couple things that was on the movie The Secret. One guy was talking about manifesting checks in the mail. So I thought I would do that. You know, I did all my hocus pocus law of attraction stuff to manifest checks in the mail. I didn't do anything. It's not like I was advertising anything. I had no clue where checks would come from, you know. I had my mail sent to my parents' house, and it was about 50 miles away, and when I would go there, I would just pick up my mail. Well, my daughter had gone down, and while she was there, she grabbed my mail. Something she never does. She never did it before. She hasn't done it since then. She never did it. Remember, this is the day after I said, checks in the mail. She comes walking in and she said, "Oh, Mom, I went down to North Syracuse today. I grabbed your mail while I was there." I was like, "Oh, okay." Now, I probably wasn't going to go down for a couple of weeks myself. So she hands me the mail. We talk for a few minutes, whatever. I go through, and what do you think I found? I found a couple of checks. Where did these come from? Apparently, there was somebody who owed me money, a couple of places. One was a bank that I hadn't had a relationship with in over 10 years at that point. And then there was another check, and that didn't even say where it was from. Now, as far as the amount of these checks go, at the time I was writing a little story, and in this little story, she wanted to manifest checks in the mail. And in the story that I was writing, I had an amount. What was that amount? I wrote it in. It was $176. Well, when I totaled these checks that I got in the mail that day, it came to $176. Now, see, when I decided I was going to manifest checks in the mail, I didn't decide upon an amount. That's one of the things with this law of attraction that I've come to learn, is that you have to be as specific as possible. For instance, if you say, "I want more money," if you're walking down the street and you see a penny on the ground, there you go. You got more money. I'm sure you were thinking of more than just a penny, but you said more money, and that's more money. So I didn't specify how much I wanted the checks to be each or all together, but as I was writing Katie's story, I'm envisioning $176, and I wrote that in the story. And that was the amount of these checks. Let me just say, the next thing that I have on my list here might not be a good thing. Like I've said before, we're always manifesting things. You have to watch what you think, watch how you feel, and watch your words. The boss and I one night had kind of issues, so almost like locked horns. Not like there was an explosion or anything, but I left there. I was pretty ticked off at him. I thought he was definitely wrong. He was absolutely wrong in the way that he handled the situation. I had someone coming in from out of town, and I went and met up with that friend. Hanging out with that friend that evening and talking. Of course, I was talking about what had just transpired at work. I was aggravated. I was very irritated. This is before I learned not to be aggravated or irritated. Before I learned how to respond rather than react. I said something that I wish I could take back. Let me say, we have to watch our words. But that morning, Sunday morning, I jump on Facebook, and the first thing in my news feed is a video of my place of employment burning to the ground. I was talking to my friend again, telling him, well, looks like I'm not going to work today after all, because it's gone. He reminded me what I said when I was blowing my steam Friday night, that I said I hoped it burned to the ground. Oh, if ever there was a situation to teach you why or how to watch your words, there it was. Everybody was out of work. And I really didn't mean for that to happen to my boss. I mean, yeah, he might have been a jerk in that moment or whatever, but I didn't think he deserved all of that, for real. So we don't always manifest good things. You have to watch what you think, watch what you say. So there's that one. I wanted a handgun. I got a handgun. I was having an issue with water retention for months, and I was actually starting to get a little concerned about my health in regards to that. And then one night I was like, oh, I just manifest something better. So I did the focusing and, again, my hocus pocus law of attraction stuff to manifest what I want. That night when I woke up in the morning, all that water retention was gone. And it's been gone ever since then. And now it's been, I don't know, probably 6 to 8 months since then. Oh, I have an issue with my feet. They get super dry and sometimes they'll crack. And that gets to be very painful. It's even hard to walk. But I thought, well, let me manifest my feet into good health. So I did that. It was actually about 3 or 4 days later when I realized my feet were clear. They were soft, they weren't dry, they weren't cracked. My feet haven't been that clear in about 20 years. But the issue that I have with that is that one was only temporary. So now I feel like, okay, I've got to figure out why that was temporary, what happened in my mind or my words or whatever, get on it again and heal my feet again. I had like 5 job offers, and the one that I took wasn't the highest paying one, but it seemed like it was the right company to get into. And then I thought one day, well, maybe I'll make a lateral move. I actually had gone on the site and I looked, and there was no positions available for which I would be interested in. So a couple 3 days later, I decided, let me just manifest one. So I did my law of attraction hocus pocus stuff for a position with the business office, and then a day or two after that, I checked again and there was a position open. So I began the process to make the move there. Well, you have to apply for the job and everything. So then I'm thinking I'm going to manifest my income, right? At first I thought 50% increase in pay. But for some reason, I couldn't wrap my head around that. For some reason, I thought that wouldn't be possible. So I doubted. Don't ever doubt anything. I doubted and I readjusted and I said 35%. So then I sought to manifest a 35% increase in pay. So I got that position and the pay was 35% higher than what I had been making before. Why did I change my mind? Next time I'm going to stick with 50%, maybe even 100%. Because, like Tony says, the universe pays you what you ask. I wanted this. The kind of job I wanted was a Monday through Friday, quote-unquote, big girl job in an office working with numbers. Got that. That's what I do now. Gas in the gas tank. So I got a list. I actually have a long list of things that I've purposefully manifested. But the fact of the matter is this, when it comes to the law of attraction. When I first started learning about it, I first started putting together things in my head. And here it is. My life, in 1 year's time, my life has almost completely changed in every area in just 1 year. From the point when I started to purposefully manifest things using the law of attraction, my life has completely changed. I'm living in a different state. I'm working in a different field. I have all kinds of different people around me. The environment is different. Everything is different. And at this point, my thinking is also different. Thank God. Because it certainly makes life a lot easier when you're thinking right. There's a number of books that use that terminology, right thinking. So when you're doing right thinking, gosh, life is so much easier. So, if you want 1 or 2 little things in your life to change, learn about the law of attraction and how to purposefully manifest things, and you can get it done. If you want your life to do a complete 360, a complete turnaround, use the law of attraction. Learn about this stuff. Use the law of attraction because it works. My life is, like I said, on almost every area. I still have the same kids and things like that, but outside of that, all areas of my life are different. Everything in my life is completely different from where it was a year ago. So that's it for this video. What a midlife crisis looks like. It might be manifested using the law of attraction. if you have any experience using the law of attraction, whether you're frustrated because it's not working for you, or whether you've manifested something, pop something in the comments section below. I'd love to hear from you. Let's share. That's kind of fun. Click like. If you find the law of attraction interesting, click like, click share the video if you wanted someone else to kind of learn about the law of attraction or whatever, or if somebody you know is having a midlife crisis. Share the video, click subscribe, follow me along. I might do some more law of attraction videos. Not like there's not enough, because there's an awful lot out there, but I've got thoughts. Anyway, follow me along and see how I survive.